Okay, hello, we get another exercise, longest palindromic substring. So we got a string S and we need to find this palindromic substring. So the first idea is just to loop make 3 nested loops here. So the first loop gonna be indexing from the first, second, and that one, and the second loop gonna be checking the end of the string, and the third loop going to be iterating through the string and checking if that is a palindrome. And this is not efficient way. We got the 1000 characters here, so 1000, 1000, the third is a big number, 1 billion. So we want to lower that to n squared time complexity. So the idea is to expand from the middle. So we get the elements still going to, we need to have this counter to loop through the array, and when we are on that element, we're going to expand from this element to the right and to the left. And the further we expand, we compare the elements that are on the indexes. So when we are on this element A, we're going to expand to B and to B here, and that's going to be 3 that's going to be a 3 because we're going to be outside of the array and the A. Okay, and then from the B, we're going to be to the next to the right. The pointer we're going to be go to the right and to the left. We're going to check that, and then the B and D are the different numbers, so they're going to be a 3 and a substring going to. So we need to handle also the lowest value, the lowest index, and the maximum length of it. Okay, so there are two, and there are. This problem is n squared, so let's start to code it. So now we need to initialize some global variable. Maybe we not need to, but for convenience, private int low is equal to 0. That's a low index, and the max length is equal to 0. And now, if just checking if that length is less than 2, then we're going to return this substring, because there's a element 0 like the empty string or 1 character, so they're going to be a palindrome of the S. Okay, so now let's go through the array and call the expand from middle function, and it will take the S and I and I. Okay, and there's also one other example. So when there is a parity like that one, BB, so we want to expand not from the here from the middle, from the B element, but we want to expand from that one and from that one element, so that we can also need to ensure that there's a parity in this in the substring. So it could be a palindrome with the 3 characters, and it could be a palindrome with the 2 characters. So that handles that. So if we're going to iterate through B, there's going to be a B here and another B here. Okay, so let's implement that. And also we need to return the substring, substring of low and low plus max length. Okay, that's going to be it. And expand from middle. And expand from middle will be a private function, private void function, and it will take the string and int I and int j. And in the middle of this function, we will have the null checking, so it needs to be at least 0. So we're going to increment that, and the j needs to be not more than the length of the array, and we need to ensure that those characters are equal as that char add j. Okay, and in the middle of it, we are going to be not if, we're going to loop through all of it, and we're going to decrement I and increment j. So what we're doing here is that we're checking if this is equal, and if it's equal, we're going to expand pointers like that. Okay, if this is equal, we need to check now if the max length has been exceeded. So max length, is less than j minus I minus 1. Minus 1 because we have extended the this I and j, the last iteration of this I and j have extended the array, our area of searching, so it needs to be minus 1. Okay, and the max length is equal to j minus I minus 1, and the low is equal to j minus is equal to I plus 1. Okay, so I plus 1 because I has been outside of the boundaries of the palindrome, so we need to increment by 1, so it's a lower boundary. And that would be it from this exercise. Let's check it. No issues. Let's go. And we got it pretty fast. Okay, yeah. And that's all for this video. Thank you. Like and subscribe as always. Thank you.